Guys, welcome back to Mama's Crafty Chaos. Today I have something pretty cool. Well, I think it's pretty cool, and I think you guys will think it's pretty fun. I have a kit that I got. Well, it's actually not a kit. I had gotten this for Christmas and I just got a chance to open it maybe 2 days ago, but it is Easy Origami. I had asked for the book, and then so this came separate, and then you have to buy the paper separate as well. So this is just 6 by 6, I believe, squares of paper, colored paper, and this is the Amazon Basic brand. And then I also got, it's just called Origami Paper, and I haven't opened this one yet. I did open this, and it's very good quality. It's colored on both sides, whereas this one I think is white on one side and colored on the other. So I've been using this one and it works great. And I thought that I would show you how to make a swan, a frog, and this is called a water bomb, and it was a lot of fun to make, and I remember making these when I was little. So if you don't know, from what I remember, origami comes from the Japanese word paper enfolding, I believe. I could get that wrong. I'll have to look that back up. But I really got into it when I was younger, after 2nd grade, I think it was, when we had a unit on different cultures and stuff, and they had guest speakers come in who actually taught us how to fold. I think at the time we learned how to fold a paper cup and a crane, and I just remember it and how much fun I had doing that whole unit. And so I've always wanted to get back into it. And believe it or not, when I was younger, we didn't have cell phones, of course, so in school we would write notes to pass back and forth, and instead of texting. So it was always cool to be able to fold our paper, our notes, into whatever we could. And it wasn't always like a box or a swan or something, but like a frog or a football. Footballs were really popular. Or any way you could fold your paper into maybe like an envelope, or a boat, just a star. Stars were also popular. So I kept it up. I don't know if I would call it origami back then, but I kept it up all through high school, because cell phones weren't really popular until probably my senior year, and even then only like a handful of kids had them. So yeah, so I just thought I saw this online around the holidays, and I asked for it and I got it, and I've only tried these 3 items right now. So I thought we would get into this book, and so far it's good, and I do recommend it. I'll link it below, but I will show you from easiest, what I thought was easiest, to hardest, and we will start with the cute little swan and work our way to this, which I promise you, I know it doesn't look like it's like a masterpiece, but it is fun to make. It's kind of surprising how you get it to look like that, from flat paper to this. So let's get started. First, you're going to turn your paper like a diamond. And you are going to fold it in half and make it into a triangle. And what's important is to make your sharp creases. So make it really super sharp there by creasing it. Okay, and then you're going to unfold. Again, we are starting off with the swan. And then you're going to, so you have that sharp crease right in the middle. So then you're going to take the outside parts and you're going to fold it in to the center. Oh, okay, I didn't get mine quite Perfect. There we go. So you take the outside and fold it right into the center. Again, crease it sharply. Now guys, I am not a professional at these by any means. These are totally amateur origamis. So it is what it is. Okay, so now you have kind of like a kite looking thing. Okay. So then you're going to flip it over and you are going to fold again into the center line. So your crease is still there in the middle. You're going to fold the edges into that center line that is already there from your previous creases. Okay, so it's starting to look like an ice cream cone, maybe? Okay, so you have that. Then you're going to just take this bottom half, fold it up so that the point is touching the top. So I'm folding this to touch the top here, creasing it. Once you have that, you fold this top part, fold it down. This is what's making your swan's head. So it's your swan's head. And then you're going to fold it in half like this. So you fold it back. And then you pop this up. And I'm holding it really tight so it's not popping up at the moment. And then there you go. There you have your swan. Now I'm going to show you how to make this cute little frog that even jumps. Okay, so with the frog, you're going to take your square paper, and if you don't have this specific paper, that's okay. Just take a regular rectangle piece of paper and cut it to be a 6x6 piece of paper, and you'll be good to go. No problem. Okay, so you fold this in half. I suspect the more I make these, the better I'll get. I'm still enjoying doing them, even though they're not perfect, so that's what matters, right? Okay, so sharp crease. So now I have a rectangle. Then you fold the rectangle. I'm going to take the top and fold it down. So now I have a square. Crease it real good. Now I'm going to take just the top flap and fold it up. Just the top flap. I'm going to fold it up so that it meets the top. I'm going to crease it really good like I always do. And then I'm simply going to unfold it. So then I'm going to unfold the entire thing so that I'm back to the rectangle, back to my second step, which was just folding it in half to the rectangle. Okay, so now we're going to take this top section and we are going to fold just the top half into a triangle. So top half into a triangle. Need to get better centered into the camera. Okay, so top half is now a triangle. So you're going to fold it and then unfold it. Okay, so this is where it gets, we're going to get a little tricky here. Okay, so we're going to take this down and we're going to fold it this way now. Okay, so you folded it this way and you folded it this way. So we're going to get tricky now. Now we're going to take the sides, we're going to push them in. You see that? It created a pocket kind of on each side, and it folded it into a perfect little triangle. So now you have what looks like a house. Okay. So then we're on step 8. We're going to take the bottom here and we are going to fold it up. Folding the bottom up. And then then I'm turning it, well, I'll keep it this way. Okay, so then you're going to take the sides and you're going to fold them in, but you're going to do it, you're going to use the layer that's under the first triangle layer. So you see there's a top layer and then there's the base layer. So you're going to fold this layer in so that it meets, so that it meets the middle here. And your paper is getting a little tougher now because we have so many folds, so it's going to take a little bit harder of pushing to get it to lay the way you want it, but when you have it, it's going to look like that. Okay, so then we're going to do the same to the other side. We're going to meet it in the middle, underneath that first layer. Now I always I've made a few frogs now, and they are never completely even. So practice will definitely make perfect, but for now, it'll still work out. Okay, so now we have a house. So how is this going to look like a frog, Stacy? Okay. Well, let me show you. So this section is going to get folded up, just right up in half, okay? So I'm going to turn mine to upside down just because that helps me fold. Okay, so now it's looking like that. Okay, so now you have, it's getting smaller. So now you have the bottom half and you have a triangle. It looks like an arrow. Okay, so now you're going to take this part and you're going to fold it down. Again, we have lots of folds, so the paper is getting tougher to fold, but it will work. Okay, so now your bottom looks like that. See? Little triangles. Okay, so now we are going to go inside oh wait a minute, I might have messed this up. Oh no, I didn't mess it up. Okay. So now we're going to go, okay, this seems like it's going to be tricky to show. Okay, in here, we're going to pull out, that triangle. So I pulled it out, and then here's a triangle. I'm going to hold that down so it doesn't rip apart the whole thing. And I'm going to I was able to do it on this side. Let me, because my creases weren't so even, having a little trouble on this side. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm getting in there. I'm just gonna pull it out. Okay, I had to fix it a little bit. I have to fix it a little bit so that everything's not popping out. But okay, so when you're done, it's going to look like a kind of like a boat. Okay, like a boat. So I went in and I pulled the bottom corners out. So I have the top triangle, now I have what looks like a boat base. I did that. That was really tricky to see, I'm sure. So I did that by going into the triangles that were down here and pulling out the inside. I pulled out the inside. If you mess up and pull out too much, it's okay, because there's enough folds that you should be able to pull or to push back in what accidentally came out, as long as you have it looking like this in the end. So there'll be a little pocket here and a little pocket on this side. I hope that makes sense. I know that was probably kind of tricky to understand. Okay, so now oh, see, I did mess up that side. Okay, so now, there, see, I even had messed up that side, so these flaps are going to be up. Okay, these flaps are both going to be up. I had that a little bit skewed on this side, but now it's correct. Okay, so now you're going to take each side so we're going underneath the first layer again, and you're going to fold it in. And the nice thing is, we're going to go to this side. that you already have your sharp creases there. So it shouldn't be too hard to do it because your sharp creases from all your other folds are already there. Okay, so now it looks like this. And then what you're going to do is fold. You're going to fold this out. Okay, so this is his little leg. Fold that out like that. You're going to take this side and fold that to the line, to the crease. See, you had a crease here, so you're going to fold this to the crease. There's the crease, you fold that to the crease. And you just made two little legs, two little back legs. Now, you're going to fold these up. Now there's not a line to follow here, but it won't let you go very far before it stops. So this makes the frog's front legs. So what you're looking at now is the frog's belly. So now what? Well, now you're going to fold the frog in half. And then you're going to fold him down, which again, oh, I got his little paw leg. Gonna fold him down again, which is tricky because it is so many fold, so, and then ta-da, then you got your frog. You could add some eyes or whatever you would like. And then if you push the back, he could really hop away. Okay guys, last but not least, we have come to the water bomb. This, as you see, is not perfect. I am very, very amateur at this. But I am practicing, they are fun, and I am willing to give a go at showing you how to make one. So, get it into viewing. So here is my 6x6 piece of paper, origami paper. I'm going to turn it like a diamond, and I'm going to fold it in half so that I get a triangle. Triangle, sandwich, taco, whatever you want to say. Okay? So then I'm going to fold it upwards to make a smaller triangle, and I'm going to crease it really good again, right along the bottom. Oh wait, okay, so now you have a triangle. Okay, so now we're going to take the top flap and we're going to bring it down. We're going to crease it. So I brought that flap down. So then we're going to pick it up, and we're going to fold this one behind. And we're going to crease it behind. So now you have what looks to me like an M, okay? So you should have something that looks like an M. So now here comes the tricky part. You're going to take the middle, hold on to this part, okay, so you have your M, you're going to pull out the middle piece, you're going to squish these together, push this middle part in, and push these two pieces down. So now you have a triangle that looks like this on the inside, and then there's your triangle. So that wasn't easy. That wasn't easy. You took out the middle, put two sides together, and then put the other sides together. And if you need to, it might help to rewind and slow it down a little bit to see how that came together. Okay, so now you have the triangle. And what you're going to do, oh, hang on, I did that wrong. Okay, so now you're going to take this side and fold it up on each side. Fold it up. And see, this is, I never get this perfect. And that's okay, it still works out. And then you're going to flip it over and you're going to do the same on the other side. Okay. So you're going to flip up one side, flip up the other, and then you're going to have a diamond. Okay, so you have a diamond now. We just folded the triangle, we folded the flaps up on both sides. Okay, so now we're going to fold one layer down. Okay, we're going to fold the layer down and then back. Down and back. Okay, so we just fold the top down and back up, down and back up. Now we're going to do the sides. So we're going to go to the middle, and to the middle. Now I turned it just for a better view, but okay. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we're going to fold down, and back up. We're going to go side, and then to this side. All right, guys, we're almost there. Almost to the grand finale. Okay, so then we're going to take the top, the two tops, there's two triangle tops here. We're going to fold them down to the center. And fold this down to the center. We're going to flip it over. And we're going to repeat on this side. Down to the center. And down to the center. Okay. Then we're going to take these that we just folded down and we're going to tuck them into the pockets. The pockets I'm talking about are on the side here. You'll notice that if you open it a little bit, they created a pocket right there. So we're going to take these flaps that we folded down and we are going to shove them in there. I am never able to get them down, just to the crease. So I put that in there. I think maybe the fact that I'm trying to shove them way down is not how they're supposed to be. I think I'm supposed to let them a little loose, and you'll see why here in a minute. So flip it over and do the other side. Maybe I shouldn't say to shove them. Just tuck them. That is what the book says. The book says to tuck them in. You know, I don't know exactly why they call these water bombs. I don't know if they actually, I can imagine you actually fill them with water because they are paper. However, I did read that origami wasn't always, or I shouldn't say origami, but paper folding wasn't always paper. It used to be, before paper was invented, they used to fold cloth and other stronger materials, but it was very expensive, obviously, so it was only for special occasions and things like that. So okay guys, so now you have a funny looking thing that looks like this. So you might be wondering, all right, well, how does this turn in to a box or to a water bomb? So I will show you. All right guys, so I have my little origami water bomb here, and so one end you'll see there is nothing. On the other end there is a hole. So what we're going to do with the hole, what you're going to do is you're going to blow in to the end of this, and it is going to expand. So let's try. All right, so it's getting there. I crease so hard that I have to pause a little bit to pull out some of the creases. And just be very gentle not to rip your paper. If you are working with kids doing this, like I did this with my kids last night, and because they tend to slobber a little bit more, you gotta be careful that they don't rip the paper. And ta-da! So obviously mine isn't so tight that it looks like a complete box. I think like people who are really experienced at this can probably make a complete square box. Mine has edges sticking out. It is pretty sloppy, but I'm telling you, they're fun to make. And I was thinking even that, you know, if I wanted it to be super traditionally origami, you're not supposed to use any scissors, glue, anything like that, because that wouldn't be technically origami. But if I really wanted to make it perfect, I could glue it down or something. But because I was thinking the paper is so pretty. I mean, look at all of those colors. And I was thinking, man, that would be really pretty if you were a teenager or elementary age or whatever, if you wanted to put like a string in it and decorate it around your room or something, make all different colors and put it on, I guess kind of like a paper chain, but paper boxes. I don't know. I think that would be really cool. So, I don't know. Give it a try and tell me what you guys think. Or if it worked out better for you. I'll have to keep practicing and perfect that because I'm determined to get a perfect box. Or maybe they're not supposed to be perfect. I don't know. Or perfectly square, I should say. I don't know. And I need to look up why they're called water bombs. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just super fun. It's fun to do with kids because when they get to blow into it and their eyes are like, wow. It's pretty cool. So there it is. It's the water bomb, the swan, and my personal favorite, the frog. So thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, stay well, keep healthy, and stay crafty. Bye guys. Till next time. Bye.